Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is Raspberry Reads. I've got a tag video for you today, and this is the double tag that Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club created, which combines two different tags. So the first tag is the What Next tag by Robert G. Reader of Books, and the second tag is the Are TBRs Fun or Not tag by Candy at the Great Literary Rabbit Hole. So thank you, Ellen, for tagging me in this double tag video. So let's just jump into it, shall we? So for the What Next tag, the first prompt is your decision for choosing your next book based on a random choice, or is there a method to your madness? I would say it depends on many different factors. So I am a mood reader, and I never have one book on the go. I usually have at least 3 books on the go. Right now, I think I probably have more than that. So I do pick up books according to my mood, but in terms of what that short list, if we want to call it that, consists of, that is more intentional, usually based on maybe like a readathon or I don't know, a buddy read, book club, new releases, that sort of thing. Question number 2. Do your criteria for choosing fiction differ from how you choose nonfiction? Yes. Fiction, I am pretty much up for anything. I don't necessarily gravitate towards like a certain topic in my historical fiction, dystopian, literary fiction, let's say. But for nonfiction, I predominantly read things with a sustainability or environmental nature writing lens. Question 3. Do other people influence your next choice? Absolutely. I get lots of great recommendations here on BookTube. I also am influenced by the choices that we make for the book club that I belong to. What books the people who work in bookshops choose to place front and center in the displays, same for the library. What's featured in, like newspaper articles, online articles. I'm very influenced in how I read. Number 4, aside from other people, what other influences might impact your choice? Time of year. I do like to read seasonally. The length of a book would also impact my choice. Sometimes I am preferring to read shorter books, and sometimes I have the headspace to dive into something much longer. The availability of a book. Most of the books that I read are through Libby, and so I do have to wait for holds to come through. Yeah, I think we'll go with those. And then tagging, I'll take everybody at the end. And so the next tag is the Are TBRs Fun or Not tag. Question number 1, how many books are currently or normally on your TBR? I have no idea. I mean, I think I have in the hundreds on my Goodreads. So I'm always adding to that TBR. If we're thinking TBR on Libby, there must be at least over 50 books that I've favorited. I always have the maximum 5 for the number of holds. Physical TBRs, I have various stacks around the house. So yeah, there's no one answer for that. Question 2, how do you choose TBR books, and have you ever gamified your TBR, e.g. prompt jars or TBR games? I don't gamify my TBRs, I just sort of choose as I see fit. And how I choose the TBR books, I kind of mentioned that already. It depends on the season and people's influence on me, what books I'm reading for book club, that sort of thing. Question 3, do you have reading areas of focus to choose books for? If yes, how many? I'm not quite sure how to answer that question. I guess if they mean sort of like genres, then I do tend to pick from the same sort of genres. Currently, I'm doing 2 readathons. One of them is Ellen's diversity bingo card, and then the other one is the Climathon prompt by Tamsin. So I suppose that is an area of focus. Question 4, does a TBR help you focus? No, I get sidetracked all the time. Question 5, do you suffer from the book noise of a TBR? Not really. No, I don't let it get to me. It's sort of there, but I don't hold myself to it. Question 6, do you give your TBR a time limit, and does a TBR make you stress about reading quickly enough? No. No. I mean, there's, as many of you know if you've watched my videos, I've had books on my TBRs, even like my half-read TBRs for well over a year, and that doesn't bother me. It's all about reading for fun, right? Question 7, do you have rebellion syndrome, not wanting to read a book because you put it on a TBR and now feel you have to read it? No, I take books off my TBR all the time, especially on Goodreads. I tend to add books sort of as I come across them if I'm watching other people's booktube videos. And then I'll leave them on there for a while, and then I'll go back and read the synopsis again. And if I decide, no, that's not for me anymore, then I'll just take it off. Question 8, do you keep books on your TBR until they are read, or swap the TBR around regularly? Swap it around. 9, have you ever killed a book by having it on your TBR for too long? No, I don't think so. 10, do you have a tick list for your TBR to tick off books as you read them? No, but that's a really good idea. I have lots of lists like on Storygraph, Goodreads. I keep a record of books that I have read, like a handwritten record, but I don't tend to tick off books specifically on a TBR list. They just move from one area of Goodreads to the other. 11, what one change do you think would help your TBRs be more fun? I'm not sure about fun, but intentional and enriching. I would say the book bingo and readathons have helped me see where there are gaps in my reading that I would like to address to just have a more enriching experience. And that in a way is fun because I'm reading things that I wouldn't normally encounter. Final conclusion is number 12, are TBRs fun or not? I think they are what you make of them. I think it is a way of organizing your thoughts and the sort of themes that you come across if you're a booktuber. I think they're fun in the sense that you are able to explore different genres, new authors, and that's, I always feel like the element of a sort of an adventure and experiencing new things is an aspect that I enjoy the most about reading. And I think also one of the pieces of enjoyment or aspects of enjoyment that I get the most is watching other people's booktube videos and seeing the books that they're recommending, and then I add those to my TBR. So there's an element of fun in that. But yeah, so those are the two TBR tags. I feel like maybe I'm not the best person to talk about TBR since I'm so laissez-faire about it, but in any case, I'm not sure who has done this video and who hasn't, but I will tag Nikki, Tristan, and Angelina at Books Do Things to Me is a recent subscriber on my channel, and I have subscribed to her videos. So, yep. And if I haven't tagged you, then assume that you are also tagged. And thank you once again, Ellen, for tagging me. I hope you're all doing really well. Just as a little announcement, I am going on holiday soon, and I'm going to take at least 2 weeks off of BookTube just to really enjoy a summer break. So you can expect not to see any content from me in sort of mid to late August, but I'll be back in September with my summer wrap-ups, any tag videos that I haven't got to yet, and then lots of nice autumn content. So that just leaves me to say, have a wonderful summer. I hope you have some fantastic chances to read, and I will see you soon in a new video. Take care. Bye.